I love that. I don't think I've ever been asked this. 15 years old. This is so cheesy, but I think I would say it's going to be okay. I think looking back at me at 15, very similar to you, like there was a lot of navigating everything, right? Navigating adolescence, navigating queer identity, but also navigating friends of like, are these my friends or are these bullies? You know, like, are these people that are supporting me, showing up 100% as me, or are these people that are kind of like you're gay and we're gonna mock it? But I would really just tell myself like, it's okay and it's gonna work out. And I have to tell myself that all the time when I'm stressed, when I'm dealing with, you know, quote unquote bad friends or bad relationships or bad moments in my life, that it'll be okay. I think a lot about, you know, gender, my dad and family, and even upbringing, right? I think that, you know, kind of like your sports involvement, my sports involvement, that, you know, sports equals access equals, you know, better opportunities, right? So like in what ways is gender, you know, through these systems afforded or there's a benefit, there's a golden ticket if you are of a certain gender identity or performing in a certain way. So I think about it all the time. And I think, you know, really thinking about my dad and our upbringing, very similar, is really thinking, you know, how do we work to navigate this now? Or like, what would a curriculum or something look like where my dad understood, you know, that it's okay to have a gay child and this is how you support them, right? What resources are needed for families, especially cultural minority, ethnic, racial minority families, to say, hey, you know, your child is of this identity. Here's how you show up for them. Here's how you navigate this. Here's, you know, here's some questions that you might want to ask, but you're afraid to Google. Shows have helped. So even with my family now, like I tell everybody, watch Pose. Like I'm like, you want to know about this and that, like watch that show. So I would say that, you know, and we have at work Kiki's with Louie, which I'm sure you've seen. It's a YouTube series by and for LGBTQ youth. And whenever there's a topic that someone doesn't understand, I'll just send a video or I'll share that playlist, like check this out. And even, you know, the project I work on, Gran, Varones, which is the digital storytelling project by and for Afro-Latinx folks, it really does highlight stories that, you know, aren't these kind of like super, you know, this person was saved or this person was, you know, there's this heroic ending. They're just stories. And I don't think that we see enough of just like, wait, like, you know, someone had an issue or something that impacted their family, and that's just normalizing and saying like, it's okay that you went through that and here's the lessons learned for other people.
Yeah.
And those have been so impactful for me, just really storytelling and thinking how our stories are told. It was one of these, like, I had to, right? Like, I felt that, you know, long ago growing up, you know, low income Black Latino area in Washington, D.C., you know, the messages I received about gender, race, and sexuality, where I had to say, this fits me and this is what I want to do. And I had to look at other things and say, that's okay that you're receiving those messages and are following that script. But I really didn't want to follow a script. I did not want to follow this script of this is what a Black man is or isn't, or this is what a Latino man is or isn't. I was like, I am happy to rewrite this or change the narrative. And I think part of it, you know, a lot of the work that, and I'm sure you have these too, but are mentors, right? So like, what is the role of mentors and folks that are leaders in supporting that growth and development? And I can lie to you not that there's several mentors that I've had in my life, including Louie, who've just been really good mentors in terms of really learning about things, but also really making sure that it's not just me, right? So I think there's this, you know, need for this pipeline of leadership, but also ensuring that it's, as you're climbing up the ladder, you're looking down to make sure you're bringing up other people too. So I think that's been really helpful. And all the mentors I've had have said that, right? Like build up the work, but also make sure that you're building up other people to do the work too.